Hello, fellow filmmakers. It's Jason Love, and today we're going to talk about script writing. We're going to focus more on script writing for YouTube videos and things that are more how-to and less narrative fictional work, such as blockbuster movies. Although there are similarities. Before you begin, you want to think about what is the purpose of your video, and also with that, who is going to watch it. So for example, I know this video is about script writing, and I know that the people who are going to be watching it are people who are interested in making mostly YouTube videos, but might be interested later on learning about commercials, might be learning about documentary films, or things that like I've worked on, which is corporate videos, and stuff that's going to go on Amazon Prime, stuff that's going to go just on YouTube, things like that, or again, big budget films. They all are related, but this one's going to focus more on the smaller scale projects, such as for YouTube. Depending on the type of video you're recording for YouTube and what works best for you as a video creator, you have a few options. The reason why we're figuring out what is the purpose of the video and who's going to watch it is because it determines what the script's going to be. What am I going to include? If I was going to make this for people who are interested in big budget films, I would do it very differently. I would show a big crew. I would talk a little bit more in detail about how to write dialogue and all those really specific things to that industry or those individuals. So let's say, for example, I'm going to do one on a chemistry experiment for families. What the video is doing a chemistry experiment. Let's say, for example, the video we did on lava lamps. We knew that would be families, youth, but doing it with a parent or an older youth. And so what that means is we need to include safety measures. We need to warn where there's safety concerns, such as not putting a cap on the test tube or whatever kind of container you're using, things like that. It just allows you to be aware of, okay, what are important steps for that person to accomplish the thing that this video is about. Now, with the type of script, there are basically two options. There are two options. The two options are you can just write a script and try to memorize it, or use a teleprompter. I use this a lot of times when I'm doing my historical documentaries because of the fact that it's a lot of things to memorize, and we use a teleprompter to make that easier for the actor. Most people don't have access to a teleprompter, but if you have it written, you could read it and put it maybe somewhere by the camera. Although you got to be aware that you're going to read it. Or you could do bullet points. And that's more what we're doing here, is I have a list of bullet points for my videos. So here you can see bullet points, and then I just go off of that. The downside to doing it with bullet points is there's usually going to be more editing. So it's hard to do it in one take. Unless you're very comfortable with it. Some people can do it, and that live interaction can be good. So if you do one without any editing, there can be a benefit to that, in that people can see that it's a live feed. So it's like performing it live, where the script tends to be more uniform. A lot of times people end up having more of a reading voice. They tend to read, and a lot of times they will say words and pause between them, things like that. So my recommendation is to experiment, but also try a hybrid. Try to have certain phrases that you want to make sure are in there, a line or two, and then if you need to cut and go do that, that's fine. And then edit those pieces together to make one video. So again, this depends too on your actor, who's going to be in it. Are you just going to be in it? Is it going to be, are you good in front of the camera? Are you experienced in front of the camera? Is somebody there to help you? stuff like that. And that's how you write a basic script. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we'll answer those for you. Good luck writing.